Well, hello. How's everyone doing? Um, this is I want to say the first YouTube video I'm doing in the podcast room. So I thought it'd be cool to record something in here and see how it turned out and how it looked. It's mostly for audio for podcasting. So even though the wall is cool and looks nice, I don't really have a lot of separation in here like I do in my room. But yeah. Anyways, I don't want to talk too long about that. I wanted to get on and do a video today about my initial thoughts on these bad boys. These are, let me take them out, the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. And they've been out for a little while. I think a year and a half, 2 years now. Of course, they're dirty and they're speaking in my ear as I put them on. But I did finally pick these up about a week ago. Ironically enough, I bought a pair, and the first pair that they shipped me, the box was magically smashed and nothing was in there. And so I had to refuse the order, send it back, got it sent to another place, and from another, same dealer, but they sent it from a different location, and we got them. I got them okay that time. A little backstory. So I decided to finally buy these. It wasn't like something I was necessarily looking at. I was actually down in Washington in June, and somebody had showed us these, some guy who worked for Meta or whatever in Best Buy. And, I thought, these are cool, whatever. Like, I'm not going to wear glasses. These ones transition, so they aren't just regular glasses. They're sunglasses. I thought about just buying the regular sunglasses, but once I started thinking about all the things I could use these for, I didn't think that it would really work to just be wearing sunglasses in the shop all the time. So I got ones that transition, and then so kind of a backstory. I saw people recording softball videos with these POVs. And I had picked something up for Jace that was like $100 when his baseball season started, and I clamped in here, but its stabilization sucked. Like it was a very cheap kind of thing that they were promoting. I didn't really like it. And so I saw some cool videos with these, and they were they were doing softball POV shots, and I thought, you know what, that's cool. I wear sunglasses when I'm playing. Maybe I'll give these a try and see what they were like. And then I got them, and I started thinking like all the other things I could record like POV shots with, like screen printing or embroidery, or I've already gone out, shot some film stuff, so I got some POVs for social media, just shooting film, photography. It was pretty cool because I went down the dock, saw some big old sea lions. You could see them through the glasses. And then also went out and did a POV of me doing a photo shoot with Spring for one of her new designs for Woodlands. And so I kind of wanted just to give you my initial thoughts on these things. I didn't want to, go too crazy. But, I kind of thought, why not just do an initial thoughts on these glasses? And what I would say is, with AI being a super big thing, Chat GPT has just released their version 5. And I think even as like some people, like in myself included, kind of not gawked at the idea, but just, slower at coming to, I feel like I use a Chat GPT a lot. Just different ideas, gettings and stuff like that. So when the smart glasses came out, outside of being able to do video and photo, I thought, they're showing a lot of hands-free features I thought were cool. So I thought I'd kind of tell you what I think so far in like basically the week I've had them, kind of pros and cons, I guess, of what I do like and what I don't like. And, if these glasses might be something that you want, that you might want to invest in. So first, let's just start with a few of the things I don't like. We won't go pros and then cons first. I'm just going to kind of go over both at the same time. But the first thing I don't really like is how big it makes my nose look. It's already big enough as it is. Come on. I'm no Clark Kent here. So obviously a couple other things is, I think as I've worn them more, they're heavy glasses. you're not going to wear them all day. I don't think that they're like glasses that you should keep on all day. It's just, they start to kind of like, I don't want to say give tightness, but you could just feel the weight of them over time. And each person may be different. It may not be an issue to you, but for me, I've noticed that even wearing them for an hour or two, kind of just is a little much. So I kind of take them off as I can and use them as I can. So there's just a couple initial cons, mainly the weight. They're kind of heavy glasses. They are plastic. Another con could be the price point. I think these are like almost $300. The ones I got, these transition from clear to green. And so, I know they're adding features, but a part of me is like, you're just kind of paying for a GoPro with no ability to shoot landscape or any of the other stuff, which, but what's also is a pro is that I think that the POV shots that you do get are really good. Like I've liked the quality of them. I like that I could easily take it from the glasses right into the meta, put it to the photos folder, and then it's easy to edit and put right up to social media. Another cool thing is, and I haven't really tried it yet, is that you can just say like, hey, Meta, take a photo and post it to my Instagram stories. It's a cool little feature. I think it's lacking a few things. And, I think the reason I'm doing this video is because I see some very like, not cons, but I think some things that are really like, could take these glasses to the next level. And that's kind of what I'm hoping to do, is not like just be another pros and cons kind of thing. But kind of like what would be cool that would really set these glasses just to be like something that is like a cool gadget to like a real daily useful thing. And I'm not saying it's not for some people. I mean, it can give directions. It can translate a couple of different languages. It could tell you, I think I saw something on golfing where it could tell you how far something is. Whether or not that's true or not, I don't golf. There's no golf course here. Ray-Ban commented on the person saying, I was like, that's what we made it for, like sort of thing. So maybe it's real, maybe it's not. I didn't really see many other things, but you could ask it what it's looking at. You can have it give you the news. So, I mean, in those type of things, like it's kind of cool. And I guess you can kind of have it remember things, set reminders, which, I mean, you could do on your phone. But I guess if you're wearing the glasses, it's easy. You can sort of take notes and brainstorm and ask questions. But I won't lie that you're not going to get answers like ChatGPT gives you. I think the cool thing about them is like I got John Cena talking in my ear. So I don't know. They do have like some AI actor voices like Kristen Bell and Michael something Keegan. I forget his full name. And then there's like John Cena. There's like a couple other ones. And there's just some regular like voice representation. So I think the voice customization is kind of cool. They can expand on. But I think for me, like having them to take photos and videos is really cool. I had a guy come in and I had already bought the glasses, but a guy came into the Woodland store and I was talking to him and I asked him how he liked the glasses, and he said he loved them. He said some of the things it can do is just, when you're on a vacation or you're doing the trip with your kids, you can easily just snap the photo of like what's going on, and you don't have to like pull out the phone. Sometimes you miss a moment. I don't know if you have kids, but for me, it's like you see something that you want to get it again and it never happens. Right. So I thought this was kind of a cool thing to like be able to capture the kids having their moments when we're doing stuff or traveling or doing these POV shots. Like, I think are a lot of fun. So it's definitely for the photos and video. I think really a cool feature. I think wearing it all the time, maybe a little much. I think if you already have prescription glasses and you're kind of used to it, maybe, but I think for me, it's kind of hard to wear for a long time. So I'll wear them. I'll get some footage and then I'll take them off and I'll put them back in the case and charge them. I've tried to like dive into some of the other things that I would find useful for outside of that for all the meta AI stuff. And I think so far I'm really having a hard time like doing that. I think, like, why am I going to set a reminder? I'm not going to wear the glasses all the time. Is it going to give me a reminder and I'm not even going to have them on or hear them. I haven't really had like a desire to talk to it about certain things or have it keep notes, because I heard its memory is very short. Like it doesn't like just hold on to all the stuff in like previous conversations like Chat GPT does. Now I could be wrong, and please leave a comment if you've done anything different. But you know, for me, I think that like the things that's really lacking, and I don't want to say is a con, but I just think that they're missing is, or that I would love to see is like, I would love for these to be like, if you're going to wear them all day and they want you to promote it, like wearing them and capturing moments and having this like hands-free assistant, I would love to be able to like actually make notes, like real notes that I could either open another application, like say Notion or something, and write the note and be able to read it later. Right. And I get it. You know, they're kind of gatekeeping it and trying to keep it to the Meta products. Like I can send messages on WhatsApp, which I never had WhatsApp until now. So I got it. And I mean, it works. I can send messages through there, and that's kind of cool. It can read messages. It could tell me when a message comes on Messenger. You can go live with them, which I think is also a really cool feature. Again, though, for me, I prefer to go live on TikTok, and these are only good for Instagram and Facebook. So I don't know how often I'll go live, because like I said, I've just had more fun going live on TikTok. I've actually built a pretty good following for North Creative in the last like 3 or 4 weeks, just going live, screen printing, doing all that stuff. And that's been a lot of fun. So I think it's opening up. I've had very good turnouts in my rooms when I've gone live. So that's been a plus. So, you know, me going over to Instagram and doing lives on there, I just don't know that that'll happen, but it is a cool feature. I think if you have a following on Facebook and Instagram and want to go live and give cool POV shots of what you're doing, it could be a cool feature. And you can flip back and forth between your phone and your glasses when you're live. So that's pretty cool too. I think that's a really nice touch and a really nice feature. I think, you know, obviously the strength of these glasses are the photo and video capabilities. And I know they just released the Oakleys too, which has higher video capabilities. I think also on the like con side of the photo video stuff is you only can take portrait style shots, and the portraits are in 4x5. They're not even in 9x16. So if you're recording video, you have to kind of actually, like for me, I have to go into CapCut. I have to choose the aspect ratio that I want it to be in, and then I have to size everything up. Otherwise, you're just going to have 4x5 reel with black bars. So considering that Instagram's reels are all 9x16, I'm really surprised that there isn't that feature in here. So let's see. What I was kind of getting at on things I would love to see in this iterated into the Meta AI and the glasses is like an actual to-do list. Like if I'm going to wear the glasses all the time and I'm going to use them as like an assistant, like just, you know, saying, hey, Meta, can you please add this, and this to my today's to-do list? And you could just, you know, when you're done, say, hey, Meta, can you complete that task? Hey, Meta, what tasks are still open? You know, also connecting it to a calendar and block out your time. Like, hey, Meta, can you please add this task to 10 a.m. on today's date? And then, you know, you could set a reminder for it as well. So I think like having something like that would really make this more like an actual assistant, like, because they're promoting hands-free stuff. I know that like the buildings and architecture and seeing things that they're looking at and asking some questions are cool features. But I think like, it's not really like an assistant feature. It's like just more like a, hey, tell me about this building, or tell me about what you're seeing or what I'm seeing. And that's kind of cool, but I don't know. Just for me, I think like having something like a to-do list or even like grocery shopping list, because one of the features that they promote on here is that you could like see ingredients and tell it to come up with ideas of things to make, which I think is cool. But take it a step further. Like say if you put them on in the morning and you looked at your ingredients and you can say, hey Meta, what can I make with this? Or what ingredients am I missing? And it could tell you like, I'm missing such and such ingredients. Well, hey Meta, add it to my shopping list, you know, and then set a reminder that I need to go shopping before I'm off work for dinner or whatever. So I think things like that would be really cool to like make it like a actual more of an assistant feature for the AI part of it. But you know, my initial thoughts on these things is that it's a really cool pair of glasses that you can take some really cool POV shots and photos and videos. Have the ability to capture stuff with your kids or whatever you're doing, softball, photo shoots, your day-to-day life. Oh, I also heard that, sorry, I don't mean to be kind of all over the place, but the guy who I talked to, he also said that you could actually have it read your code and check your code if you're like coding, because he does like a lot of code stuff. I haven't got to try it. I do code. I haven't got to really look at that and see how that works, but I thought that was kind of a cool feature. For me right now, like my initial thoughts are these are really cool POV glasses, and an all right meta AI experience. It's like not something that I would just be talking to all the time and find like useful in a day-to-day thing outside the photos and the video. They're a really cool piece of technology. I think that with updates and stuff, like they can make this a total AI assistant, and I think it would be sell a lot more because you're able to actually do functional things with it outside of like translating. And don't get me wrong, those things are all cool and could be useful. But I think for like an actual daily use, like unless you're traveling or something, or you deal with a lot of people who don't speak your natural language, like, and it's only like, I think they only do like Japanese, Italian, Spanish. Like there's not very many. Japanese may not even be one of them too. But yeah. The other cool thing about these is the speakers are very, very good in them. I mean, you can play music through them. If you don't have like your normal speakers and you're wearing the glasses, like for some reason, I mean, the way, even though it sits on the outside of your ear, it really feels like it's actually in your ear. So I think those are cool. But, I mean, outside of that, like, I think there's some work to be done on actually making it a full, like, hands-free assistant. And so, yeah, so those are my initial thoughts on the new Ray-Ban. Well, they're not new, on my new Ray-Bans glasses. And I don't know, let me know in the comments what you think. I hope you guys are all doing well. I got more videos I've been working on, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to jump on here and tell you guys that I am working on some new stuff, and I wanted to give you my first thoughts on these glasses. And let's go ahead and end this video like this. Hey, Meta, take a picture. There you go. All right. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know in the comments what you think. Like and subscribe to the channel. If you have a pair of glasses, maybe let me know how you use them. Maybe some of the things I'm pointing out I'm just missing. But yeah, tell me your initial thoughts, so that when you got the glasses, tell me what pros and cons you had. And yeah, let's just start a conversation about what you think about the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. And I will see you guys in the next video.